If you watched my video from the other day and you answered in the comments whether it was the equipment or the operator, if you said operator, then you were correct. Reading is fundamental. Um, so although the Ryobi 1 batteries typically work with a large range of tools and they do fit the sander, what you have to pay attention to is the amp hours. So the 2 amp hours is actually the recommended battery for the hand sander. So although the batteries do work interchangeably for different tools, reading is fundamental. Make sure you read to find out what is the recommended amp hours for the specific tool and the specific project that you're working on. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and paint these cabinets today. And the materials that I'll be using for today's project is this paint that I picked up from Ollie's for $15.99, and it's in the color pure white with a satin finish. And then of course I have paintbrush, paint roller, and a little flimsy, cheap, disposable paint, whatever this is. And then of course my cup. So without further ado, all right, so here I am struggling to get this lid off the paint. It was kicking my butt. I had to stare this paint for so long and very, very well. And the whole time I was staring, all I could think about was bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, or whatever it is the Sanderson sisters say. But anyway, so yep, here's me applying the first coat of paint. And as you can see just from, the initial roll and just putting it on, you can see how much brighter and cleaner it looks already. I would probably say that painting so far is one of my favorite, DIY activities to do. I find it to be relaxing, soothing, and it's calming. I think that it probably has one of the best visual payoffs, and it's fairly cheap. It doesn't really cost that much. But anyways, outside of that, there's really not anything much here. Just me painting. Make sure you watch all the way through to the end so that you can see the final transformation. Okay, so this is after the first coat of paint, and then I let that dry for about an hour, and then I went back and I did the second coat of paint. And this is my beautiful mother. She came to visit me over the weekend, and she wanted to help me finish up my project, so I asked her if she would add the hardware to the cabinets for me, which is something that she's never done before. So I did have to change the direction of the hardware. I discovered after I received it that my measurements were off by about an eighth of an inch. So I just had to fill in the additional holes with wood filler and then paint over it, and then obviously drill in the new pilot holes. So this is my mom again adding the hardware, something that she's never done before. So she is so proud of herself. I'm super proud of her. She was a little bit hesitant at first just because she had never done anything like this before. And my girl felt like she could build a whole house after she did this. And I absolutely love that for her. So I think she did a great job, and I'm super proud of her. So here she is now modeling and showing off her work. I told you my girl is super proud. Look at that smile. So yeah, so these are the before pictures. The outside, this is what the inside looked like before. And this is the after. This is after 2 coats of paint. This is what the inside looks like. And this is what it looks like with all the hardware added. So it's not perfect, and you'll see that in a moment whenever I show you the insides, but It's not perfect, but it looks so much brighter, cleaner, fresher. So it's a major part of the renovation or of the refresh for the kitchen. So the next part is going to be the floors.